Hello everyone, in this video I'll be showing you a level 100 Giants Crusher build guide in Elden Ring. This weapon is extremely strong, and what's nice is you only need 40 strength to be able to two-hand this weapon, so even though it has the strength requirements of 60, it's actually best for us to two-hand it with whatever stats we got available. So with this at level 150 we have 40 vigor, 12 mind. You don't need as much mind for this build, as we're just going to be using Royals Knight's Resolve here, which costs 15 FP. I have 34 endurance, and I'm also using the Great Jar's Arsenal so that we can get a medium roll, but go with whatever armor and whatever talisman you can go with to be able to give yourself that medium roll. So even if you have the Arsenal charms, they're still better than nothing. I also like the Axe Talisman and the Two-Handed Sword Talisman, but if you don't have the DLC, you can go with like the Claw Talisman, as jump attacks are really strong, but the Axe Talisman is great for enhancing the charge attacks, so you can go that route. Alternatively, there's other things like you can go with the Carrion Filigree Crest to be able to spam your weapon art a little bit more frequently. And we can even go with increasing our poise with the Bulgo Talisman, or even the Ritual Sword Talisman to boost our attack power when our health is at maximum. The Milson's Prosthesis is not the best, but it's another choice you can go with. But even going with one of these for increased health is another awesome option. So I also have 15 Faith to allow us to cast Flame Grant Me Strength. And you can also put on a dagger that has Golden Vow if you want to go that route, so that you can get a bit of a boost to our damage. But most daggers you won't be able to equip, so something like the Sinquidate, whatever that's called, that one works too. So with this build, I'll show you a general way to set up here. So Flame Grant Me Strength, and then we can also apply Blood Flame Blade. That's another nice thing about this. It does use up pretty much all of our FP at that point. And then just a single light attack without any, if we don't have a two-handed, it doesn't deal any damage, but with a two-handed, it's dealing a ton of damage. So 1300 damage on just a light attack there. It hits hard, so always want to be two-handing this. We'll add a bit of extra strength to the attacks of this weapon, so I highly recommend going that route. And the charge attack is really nice too. 2300 damage there. It's pretty much like Lion's Claw, but it comes out a little bit slower. And Royal Knight's Resolve is really great, so that's going to buff our weapon damage there even further, so you can hit really hard with that. 2900 damage there. Level 100 is crazy, so yeah. I would recommend going with the quick attacks for this because unless you got it timed out right, you're going to have a hard time with getting those attacks off, so the quick ones are a little bit better in that case, but you can see there, it hits really hard, so this is a really fun weapon. You can also go with jump attacks, as they're going to deal a ton of damage as well. So the Claw Talisman, if you don't have the Two-Handed Sword Talisman, which will increase your weapon damage when you two-hand it, the Claw Talisman works great as well, because then you'll be able to one-shot a lot of enemies that way. So 1200 damage there with a jump attack. Also use the Raptor's Black Feathers. I got the DLC version of it, but the Raptor's Black Feathers is better. It gives you better armor. And that's just going to increase the overall jump attack damage too. So you can see there 1200 damage on a jump attack. And that's just on a light jump attack. On a heavy jump attack, it's almost 1500 damage. So this weapon goes hard. It hits like a truck, and it deals a ton of damage as well. So yeah, we'll just refresh them there just to give you another go and see what the best strategies are. So I really like to add in the Blood Flame Blade. That just gives us a bit of extra damage to this weapon. And it also will do bleed buildup. So if you're lucky, you can be able to get one of those off. But after applying that, always remember to go with your two-handing, because that's the only way you're going to deal damage with this thing. So you can see there, 1300 damage, and then we go with the charge attack, 2100 damage. So with Royal Knight's Resolve, that further boosts the damage, and it becomes pretty crazy. So you can see here, yeah, 3200 damage at level 100 is just bonkers. So yeah, I like this weapon a lot. It's a whole lot of fun, and yeah, 3600 damage. It's just crazy what you can do with this thing. So this is one of the best weapons in the game. It's a very underrated one too. I don't see a lot of people talking about it compared to the Great Sword. It's very strong. And yeah, you can take out things mostly with a couple swings. So while it is a slower weapon, it does hit hard enough to make it worthwhile, and we can knock people off the edge like that. But if you're able to prepare, that attack there is kind of the way to go. So even a quick version of it still does a lot of damage, but you want to hold down the R2 button to be able to fully charge up that attack, because it's kind of the best way to go about doing it. It also has a decent running animation if you're doing like a sprint attack, so you can go that route, but yeah, you're best off going with jump attacks for the most part, as well as the charge attacks. So yeah, that's a very powerful level 100 build guide for the Giants Crusher. This was a requested video, so if you have any requests, please let me know in the comments. Thank you so much. Hit that subscribe button below if you haven't already, and I'll see you all in the next video.